Hi there, Debbie Nigro, Chief Executive Girlfriend, FirstWivesWorld.com. Today with a return engagement from one of our favorites, Craig Hyldahl, who's a certified divorce financial analyst from the Rich Planning Group, LLC. And today's topic is real-life child support stories, the stuff you need to know before you sign the papers. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Smart and you look good. I love that combination. Right into it. What are the factors that make for a good child support settlement versus a bad child support scenario? Like, what works, what doesn't work?
I think the basic ingredient that makes child support settlements and the whole divorce process work is trying to remove the emotion. And that's why there's been a real growth in the area of mediation and collaborative divorce, where the parents realize that it's not necessarily about them, it's about the children, and they need to kind of stop, take a step back, and be more caring about how they handle the support payments for the kids.
And yet, people still try and get very cute and start to hide money and hide things and do things so they don't have to pay as much or do as much.
Yeah, getting cute means getting caught. And I'm working on a case right now, and the wife is just a sweet woman, and she's been taken advantage of in many different areas, and it continues to this day. He knows he has to pay child support payments, and he also knows that he doesn't have the tax advantage that you do with alimony payments, and so he's trying to pay for certain child support payments as business expenses. And it's ridiculous. You know what? Own up to it. You got to make the commitment. Pay them cash, pay it properly. He's going to get caught.
How do you determine the face amount needed for a child support settlement?
Yeah, the support guidelines vary by each state, but there's basically three that each state has, and it's a combination of the amount of income from both parents, obviously the number of kids that they have, and the percentage of time that each parent stays with the child, the custodial parent. Those are the basic guidelines that you have with that.
So with that said, do both parties try and vie for the right amount of time going forward with the children to offset what they owe? Or was it prior time spent with the child?
It's basically prior time, and it's, in a traditional framework, and that's changing somewhat, but it's usually the wife that is the custodial parent.
And a lot of men, by the way, are fighting to have that be different, who are really wonderful fathers and who want the equal time. So I'd like to see
that is changing.
Much
yes.
of that.
Yes, it is.
And to their credit, because a lot of good men out there getting lumped in with a stereotype.
That is correct.
Okay. Different types of life insurance exist to address the length of the required child support payments.
Correct. This is the most important area that can be addressed, because during the divorce process you spend countless hours determining the amount of child support needed and alimony payments. And so we have to make sure that those are secured with insurance. For example, if the husband passes away, what happens then with the continuation of child support and alimony payments? They stop.
They do.
So the next thing you must do is insure them with life insurance. Most attorneys, and obviously the women, know that there's insurance that's needed. The problem comes in when you peel back the onion, so to speak.
Right.
There is the owner issue on the life insurance, of course the insured and the beneficiary. And we have seen countless stories where the owner of the life insurance, which is used to secure the child support payments or the alimony, is the husband.
Right.
That's the last person that should be the owner, because the owner controls the policy.
Okay.
And I've seen situations where prior to the passing of the ex-husband, he changed the insurance beneficiary to his girlfriend. He passes away, the children and of course the ex-wife get zero, nothing you can do. And so you must make sure, and your listeners have got to understand that in order to insure the life insurance properly, they must be the owner of the policy.
And will the husband typically allow that?
No, he won't typically allow that. And so what we do is we say, okay, you don't want to do it because you don't want to pay for it.
Disabled as well.
Which is why there should be disability insurance on the husband who's making the payments as well. Key area, two most overlooked areas in divorce planning.
So now, how soon are you supposed to be aware of this? As soon as you sit down for the first time with somebody to talk about a divorce? Do divorce lawyers tell their clients about this?
If divorce lawyers tell their clients about the need to insure their payments, most divorce attorneys and judges will say if the husband has group insurance through his employer, that will suffice.
But now you're telling us that that's not the case.
Not the case, and that's where the rub comes, because no judge is going to force any man to take out
Get new
additional
insurance.
Right, but the way around it normally is if you can convince the husband to let the wife pay for it, and normally they'll say, "Fine, you want to pay for it? Go ahead, as long as it doesn't cost me any money," and they'll do it.
So this is a very unique specialty and something that people do not really know much about. Is this new? Is this a new revelation? Or?
It's not necessarily new, but it seems to get glossed over, and usually after the divorce is settled, that's when they realize after the fact that, wow, I should have purchased insurance on his life. And it's just glossed over, and that's where we come involved, but prior to the divorce settlement being finalized to make sure those are in place, and then they go ahead and sign.
And this is, of course, for the reverse as well, because there are many women paying
Definitely.
child support payments
Goes
these
both
days.
ways, and actually it's happening more and more where the wife
Right.
was the greater of the breadwinners, made
Right.
more money, and you switch it around, by all means.
So are you seeing men on this topic as well?
No.
I didn't think so. Well, I think it's really great that you took this initiative and went this direction. So once again, Craig Hyldahl, our certified divorce financial analyst from the Rich Planning Group, LLC, and that's therichplanninggroup.com. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.
Very
Appreciate
important.
it.